Hey, how y'all doing? This is the Markey Chukes show. We're live at the MLK breakfast. It was really nice. Right here, I got my aunt Mary MONFORD and ELAINE WATKINS, and they're here to tell us about. My aunt Mary has what is that called? Here, let me let her explain it to you.
Okay, I have a program called Keeper of the Dream Ministry, which is a positive role model program for boys and girls. And this is the 26th year that ELAINE and I have put this program together. And we're getting ready for our annual sleepovers. The girls is February the 4th, and it starts at 7 o'clock p.m. until 7 o'clock a.m., and it's at the YMCA. And the boys is February 18th, and it also starts at 7 o'clock p.m. to 7 o'clock a.m.
Okay. So, how did you start this, and what is the purpose? The word I'm looking.
It originally started as a sleepover for my daughters back in 1981, but I wanted to do something more than just to have fun. I wanted them to learn some stuff. So we started adding different programs throughout the year each time we gave it. We did a mentorship program. They have to do a community service project. They also have a Black History lesson and a number of other things throughout the night.
Okay, so this right here is your partner in crime.
My partner in crime.
Okay.
Hold on, let me jump in for a second. I remember going to these sleepovers back. They started at the Salvation Army. So everyone was in the gym sleeping overnight, basketball all night, everything like that. Tell us about the progress of the event. Why are you so excited about it? Why are you even doing it again?
Well, for 25 years, Mary and I, we started this, and it has progressed over the years. We started out really with maybe about 10 girls. And from there, it has grown to well over some. I think one year we had like 300 kids. Now we're at the YMCA. Like I said, the program, Mary just told you, our programs have grown. We have sorority sisters coming in. We have young women who have been in the program as children. They're now on board to bring their businesses that they have started. We are excited because after 25 years, we decided we weren't going to do it. But then there were so many kids coming up to Mary and myself. Mary being a softer person than I am, Mary said, okay, if ELAINE will do it, I'll do it. So she brought it to me, and I must say I was really resistant in the beginning. I was like, nah, I don't want to do it. But then, you know, as I look back over the years and I thought about the lives that we have touched, and we see the progress of the young people that we touched, it just does our heart good to just say, okay, we can do this, because there's still a lot of young kids out there that are lost, and we're still there trying to be that person that will go out, that shepherd, that will go out and let them know that there's another day coming. And that your darkness will only last for a short time. Whatever they're going through, Mary and I both let them know that we're not just there during Black History Month, doing the sleepover. We're there all the time. Okay. And just to give you guys a tidbit of what we got planned, we got bigger and better things planned. This is just the beginning. Okay,
what are some things that people can look forward to their daughters doing on this night? Give us just a few things that they can do.
Okay, they're going to have a Black History lesson, and our Black History lesson is going to be based on Michelle Obama. And the other day I wrote First Lady Michelle Obama, and I'm inviting her to the sleepover. Now, I know that she's probably not going to be able to come, but just the idea of inviting her. And I also said if she can't come, I understand. I know she's busy helping the president, but they're going to learn more about Michelle Obama, because this is a role model that they can actually see. You know, it's okay to learn about Sojourner Truth and Harriet Tubman, but we need our young people to visualize, to actually see a person they can actually be involved in. They're going to have a Bible lesson on Mary and Martha, who were two of the most famous sisters in the Bible. They're going to have arts and crafts. My sorority, Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated, will come and do a step show. They're going to have swimming. They're going to have a night of fun.
Fashion show.
And we're going to do the fashion show with newspaper. That's ELAINE.
Gotta do the fashion show.
That's my favorite part.
What is the cost
Talk about
for
the
the
fashion.
event, just in case?
Okay, the event is $13 per child, and also they have to bring a toothbrush, toothpaste, or a bar of soap. And this is their community service project, which we donated to a local women's charity. And if you can't come, if you don't have any children in that age category, you may sponsor a child by seeing either ELAINE or myself. We have never, in the 26 years that we've done this program, we've never turned anybody away. And we always have plenty of people who are willing to sponsor children to come to this particular event. And then for the boys, it's $13 for the boys, and then they bring 2 canned goods, and those will go to a local food pantry.
Now, I'm going to take you through this again before we get out of here. Once again, give us the date and the times for that, because people tend to forget. So the date is...
The girls is February the 4th, and that's on a Friday, and they will be at the YMCA. It starts at 7 p.m. and ends at 7 a.m. Okay. The boys is February 18th, and it starts at 7 p.m. and ends at 7 a.m.
And the event is called?
The event is called I Am My Sister's Keeper, I Am My Brother's Keeper.
Keeper of the Dream Ministries.
There it is. Okay, so thank you, ladies. Okay, thank you. Like I said, we're at the MLK breakfast. Right now, we got some ladies. I told y'all we was gonna have some ladies from the MLK breakfast. We're gonna be interviewing them. Y'all thought I was playing. I'm dead serious. This is the Markey Chukes show. I am Markey Chukes. This is Travis. We are here. I tell you what. Let me get these ladies right quick. Travis.
Okay. We just want to re-emphasize the point of that event. It's a very special event. If you yourself have not ever attended as a kid growing up, I attended it. It was a great event. It's a great function, and it means a lot to this community here in Lima. So, again, if you don't have a child, sponsor someone else's kid. You know, there's enough kids in the community that don't have, they may not have that financial backing at home for them to be able to go to an event like this. It's a good, safe, clean, fantastic event. I loved it growing up, and I'm sure that your child will love it too, or a child from your community that may not have the means to pay the $13. I'm sure that they will enjoy it. Make sure you talk to local businesses. Make sure that they're supporting this event. Make sure that they're donating money to this event. Make sure they're donating pizzas, donuts, juice, something like that. Talk to local businesses that you go to, that you give your money to, and tell them to make sure that they support this event. It's a good event.
Okay. We got Miss Evelyn Davis Smith here, and Miss Smith is one of the organizers of the MLK breakfast. Miss Smith, how long has the MLK breakfast been going on?
This is the 16th annual MLK breakfast.
Okay. And how did it start? What was the purpose of starting this event?
Well, AKA, our motto is service to all mankind, and we thought this would be a great way to honor Dr. King and also to bring the community together.
Okay. So, having said that, how far do you think that we come close to the dream that Dr. Martin Luther King talked about? Are we closer to that? Are we farther from that? Or are we just stagnated?
I think we are closer, but not nearly accomplishing it. But I think we are on the way. We still have a lot of work to do. I think it sometimes does become stagnant because people see the outward appearance of reaching that dream, but deep down there's still a lot of ground to cover.
Right. Well, I mean, we can honestly, me and Travis can honestly say, because Dr. Martin Luther King, we probably wouldn't be standing here anyways. So thank you for your time. You got a keynote speaker. Who was the keynote speaker was today?
The speaker was Frances Frazier.
Okay, and Ms. Frazier is?
She's from Columbus, and she's a great advocate for women and girls. But she also worked with racial relations and cultural competency. Okay. And she does a lot of consulting work for the state of Ohio.
Okay. We're going to try to get her in here. She's over here talking right now. Could you hold on. Like I said, we're at the MLK breakfast. I'm getting some these ladies will cooperate with me, so while I got them right here, I got Miss Frazier coming in. It was a keynote speaker for today. She's tied up a little bit right now, so as soon as we get Miss Frazier over here and ask her a few questions about what she does, and there was interesting things that she talked about today in her speech that I wanted to ask her about. First of all, I didn't know that the first what was that the hell was in Lima?
We'll ask her.
Okay.
Yeah. We'll ask her. We'll make sure that we get everything understood and correct.
Okay, hold on.
Okay, we're gonna give Miss Frazier in another few seconds. There was a very interesting point that she made. Markey was trying to get to it, but I didn't have the correct 100% answer, but we're gonna have it now. During your speech, you had said something about Lima was one of the first places to have what kind of
race relations.
Okay.
A dialogue,
okay.
A community-based dialogue. In fact, hundreds of people came together. It was right after, and you really need to talk to your Mayor Berger about this. Okay. First mayor in the country to do this. It was right after the Rodney King beatings, and the mayor and some of the city officials and pastors. Pastor McLemore. Do you remember him?
Yes.
Okay, he was really one of the major pastors involved in this. got together with Mayor Berger, and then they invited white and black pastors and the churches and community people to come together and say, we need to talk. We need to talk about racism. We need to talk about race relations. And so they contacted an organization called the Study Circles Resource Center in Connecticut, which is now called Everyday Democracy. And Everyday Democracy has discussion guides for community people to come together around and to talk. And it's not just dialogue, it's dialogue to action to change. And so your city was the first city, and it gave permission for other cities around the country to begin to have dialogue on racism.
There was another very interesting thing you said in your speech about the people feel the outdatedness of marching and stuff like that.
Yes.
Do you feel that having the Martin Luther King celebration, the breakfasts, the dinners that are going on all across the country, do you feel that that's run its course, or do you feel that it's still necessary?
No. I think it's important for people to come together because at these kinds of breakfasts, you have Christians, you have Jews, you have Muslims, you have all kinds of religions coming together. White people, black people, Hispanic people, Asian people, everybody coming together because we know what Martin stood for. And we want to stand for that too. I think it's critically important that people come together. I'm just saying we need to do more of it. You know, we need to have another community dialogue. You know, we need to work hard to get people to come together. And let's talk about what's getting in the way of us really changing our city. Because it's got to be us. We're the only ones living in the city.
And how close do you feel that we are to that dream that Martin Luther King spoke of? I mean, that's the word for the day. Whenever people think of Martin Luther King, it's the "I have a dream" speech.
That's right.
Everything.
That's right.
So how close do you feel? Do you feel like we've? And he asked the last person that came up. Do you feel like we've taken a step backwards, forwards, or do you think that we've come to a kind of a plateau?
Oh, like a plateau.
Right. Or where do you think that we are right now?
I think that it's important not to focus so much on the dream, but the process for getting there. And I think a lot of Dr. King's speeches talks about the process for getting there. And even his Birmingham jail speech that I referred to today is about what do we need to do to get there. So we need to get rid of grudges and disappointments. We need to do that, then let's do that. We need to take a look at how are we using our time wisely? You know, are we always waiting for other people to do it, or can we do it? And, you know, a lot of times when one or two people start talking about something, we always label them as, you know, rabble-rousers or they're crazy or that kind of thing. So if you have a good idea, you're like, I don't think I want to do that. I think we need to say to people, speak it out. You know, there's going to be a few more people who are listening. So I think that the King's speech is what we aspire to. That's our goal. But we need to work on it. You know, that's really what we need to do.
All right, well, thank you for your time. I'll pass it back over to Markey.
And I want to thank you so much. You just said something about dialogue, and that's what we're trying to do right here. And thank you for granting us this interview. Thank you for coming to Lima. I hope that we can. I'll give you my card. I hope we can keep in contact with each other and whatnot. And you can go to the Markey Chukes show on YouTube and watch this interview. Like I always tell y'all, peace. Y'all have a good day, and most of all, y'all love one another. Thank y'all for tuning in. Like I said, I'm going to be doing this a lot more often or whatnot. The sister just gave me confirmation on what I'm doing now or what we're doing now, and I just want to thank you so much. I'll see y'all Tuesday. Y'all be blessed. Love one another. Peace.